Why does the modality matter? We already know at this point it's not going to be extradition because ICC is not a state, it's not a sovereign nation, right? So walang
There is a
extradition treaty there.
counter-argument to it. There is actually a counter-argument to it that the extradition rules was actually passed precisely to deal with situations like this. Although I concede that under Rule 1, Section 3M, the requesting state is defined as a foreign state.
Correct.
And since ICC does not have the elements of a state, then therefore it cannot qualify. We concede that. But you should also concede that under surrender, okay, the Philippine jurisdiction, Philippine dispensation does not have the interim rules and regulations as to how to implement surrender. Even the, competent judicial authority has not been defined by our laws. Even the proper process pursuant to Article 59, Paragraph 2 of the Rome Statute has not even been defined. Shall we conduct retrial? Shall we conduct a preliminary conference? What petition should you file in order to effectuate surrender? All of these matters have not been defined under our laws. So therefore, since these matters have not been defined, it is premature to implement surrender. And therefore, even if there is a warrant of arrest granting ex argumenti gratia, there is indeed, it cannot be implemented yet for lack of the proper IRR. Yun po ang aking argumento, even if nag-argue ako na dapat extradition rules.
Oo, dapat extradition, but it'll be surrender kasi nga hindi po state ang ICC. It's a judicial body. But anyways, my question there is, let's assume at this point, most likely the modality will be the same as for former President Duterte. Why does it matter? Why you said at the start, si Senator Bato Dela Rosa is making himself unavailable. For us, he's missing kasi he hasn't been to the Senate plenaries at all. But he's making himself unavailable until you find out what the modality is. Why does that matter? Why does it matter what the modality is?
It matters, ma'am, simply because of the fact that if what was done to President Rodrigo Duterte would be done to him, maski anong English nyo po gagawin, illegal po talaga yun. Kasi hindi yun dumaan sa ating korte. Whether it be under extradition process or under surrender, hindi po dumaan sa ating mga korte yun na proseso. Even the elementary requirement of no person shall be deprived of right, liberty, or property without due process of law under the Philippine dispensation was not complied with. Imagine kung bigla na lang 30 minutes ago magsabi na naman ng DOJ, ay na-receive na pala namin yung warrant. Oh, dakpin niyo na kaagad si Bato at dadakpin at i-diretso na naman sa Netherlands without passing through our courts. Aba, bawal yun. Maski anong English na gagamitin mo yun, illegal yun. Under, if you use the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, even if you use the Universal Declaration of Political Rights, no? Illegal yun. So, kaya nga, si Senator Bato has to wait and see ano ba talaga ang proseso dito. Magpalabas ba kayo ng IRR dito sa surrender o hindi? Kasi ayaw niya madakip lang kaagad at idalahin dun sa Netherlands. Eh, maski ni sino namang Pilipino, ayaw magpa-under ng jurisdiction sa isang banyagang korte na wala man lang tayong kaalam-alam bakit nagkaroon pa yan ng jurisdiction dito sa atin. May mga korte naman tayo na working dito sa Pilipinas.
So, attorney, does that mean na hindi lilitaw or Senator Bato will not make himself available unless maglabas ng IRR or some clarity from the Supreme Court?
Depende talaga yan kay Senator Dela Rosa. But for all intents and purposes, sa pagkakaalam ko, I can only speculate, he wants to be clarified as to what really would be the rules and regulations as to how surrender would be implemented because it is very dark under Philippine legal dispensation.
Except that, we've been asking him about this for many, many months now, even before the midterm election. And every time we've asked him, he's always said, I'm ready, bring it on. And now, we're waiting for...
Yes, he's ready, bring it on, provided the government would be very clear that
sabi niya dati, he's prepared.
Under Philippine law should be done
sabi
also.
Sabi niya dati, he was prepared for every scenario. So now, you're telling me that you're waiting for the government to make a decision first
This is
and
the
announce the
scenario that he
modality.
is ready. He will be waiting for what would be the action of the government. This
Okay.
is what he is readying about. So, if that is the reaction and you do not like it, I'm very sorry, ma'am. Kasi kung ikaw naman yung nasa subject doon, I'm very sure gagawin mo rin yung ginagawa niya ngayon. Wala kasing klaro dito sa ating gobyerno. Ang gulo, sabog yung mensahe. So, hindi naman siya papayag na dadalahin lang kagad siya. Hindi man lang ma-determine ng ating korte kung na respeto ba yung rights niya under Philippine laws. Kasi working kasi ang Philippine courts natin. Kung meron kayong kaso sa kanya, file kayo ng kaso sa kanya dito sa Pilipinas. At answerin ko yan lahat. Sige, kung meron talagang victims ng extrajudicial execution dito, file kayo dito sa Pilipinas. Answerin namin yan. Kasi Pilipino tayo eh. Dapat korte ng Pilipinas ang mag-trial sa kanya, hindi yung mga banyaga.